Hello, I'm Phil Mullen, President of ACEP, the Association for Comprehensive Energy Psychology. I hope you'll join me at our 19th annual conference in San Antonio, Texas, the 18th to the 22nd of May, 2017. I just want to talk to you for a moment about a workshop, a breakout workshop, one of the 2-hour learning labs that I'll be presenting at the conference. Now, my workshop will be on desynchronizing the energy fields. Let me explain a little what I mean by that, because I'm very excited by this process that I've been exploring. Now, in the approach that I call psychoanalytic energy psychotherapy, which is really just a more free associative form of energy psychology, somewhat more like the psychoanalytic process. What I found is that some of the deeper patterns, the troubling patterns, the dysfunctional patterns in a person's life are really held at a deeper level, beyond or deeper than the meridian and the chakra system. These are deeper fields of information that seem to keep replicating, generating the same patterns again and again, not just in the person's psyche or even in their body, but in their whole life field. These are replicating patterns, and it's not that they are motivated, it's not that the person really has an unconscious wish to keep bringing about these patterns that are also so painful and upsetting for them. There can sometimes be that unconscious motivation, of course, but often it's not motivated, not even unconsciously motivated. These are just informational patterns that keep on replicating. And so we need to find a way of clearing these patterns. So in my continuing search for better ways of doing that, I developed a series of approaches that I call Blue Diamond healing. Blue Diamond because it works through this point here under the collarbones that I call the Blue Diamond, which is an access point. It's an access point on the 12-point grid. We were all structured on a 12-point grid, and this is an access point to our higher or deeper dimensions. Now, desynchronizing the energy fields is something that was inspired by the work of physicist Claude Swanson. Very, very brilliant man, extraordinary work he's brought together on the synchronized universe. He's written 2 books on this subject. I really strongly recommend them. Claude Swanson, The Synchronized Universe, Volumes 1 and 2. Now, he describes how you can have any number of different realms or universes existing, so to speak, in the same space, because each of them consists of all the fundamental particles of each realm being synchronized with each other according to their angular momentum and direction of spin. And when they're synchronized, it's like they recognize each other, they register each other. But if they're not synchronized, if they're not in phase, it's like they don't exist for each other. Now, sometimes, of course, you can get leakage between these realms, but it's a whole interesting issue in its own right. But where I found this particularly interesting is how you can apply this idea to our energy fields, in our psyche, in our body, in our in our life, and how we can make use of the synchronization concept to bring about desynchronization. We can dissolve the energy fields. So the fundamental particles of these realms, they are also consisting of torsion fields, spinning torsion fields that are carrying information and time from one realm to another. So they're taking information out from one place, leaving increasing entropy in one place, and delivering the information to another place. And this is what's happening all the time at every level of the universe. And it's what goes on in our psyche. Our minds, our consciousness consists of torsion fields as well. And subtle energy consists of torsion fields. So our minds work with subtle energy. Our minds work with torsion fields. Now, since everything in the universe, according to this kind of theory, Swanson's theory, works with torsion fields, then our psyche is part of everything. We can influence these fields of information with our psyche through the use of coherent intention. So I'll be describing how we can make use of these ideas clinically to desynchronize the problematic energy fields. And here's the really amazing thing. What I found consistently is that when this process works, if you subsequently energy test or muscle test the person to the presence of the problem, what had been the problem, not only will that problem not register as existing currently anymore, but it will also not register as ever having existed. It's as though the person's system no longer registers that that problem was ever there. It's really quite amazing. So I hope you'll be there with me at the 19th annual conference of the Association for Comprehensive Energy Psychology. It's going to be every bit as wonderful as our conferences always are. It's going to be even better this time. I'll see you there.